Hey, dear soul, and welcome. So, today's topic is about leadership, whether as an active duty military member or as a veteran. Leadership isn't just a position, it's a weight. You carry mission readiness, you carry your people's safety, you carry moral decisions that don't come with easy answers. Over time, that weight can turn into burnout, emotional depletion, and more conflict. In this video, we'll break down how leaders can address leadership stress using solution-focused therapy, executive coaching frameworks, and stress inoculation training. These are practical, performance-oriented, physiologically grounded strategies that respect both mission and mental health. So, let's talk about understanding leadership stress. Leadership stress often presents as chronic fatigue despite adequate sleep, emotional detachment from subordinates or peers, irritability or cynicism, decision paralysis, moral injury or value conflict. I can't show my weakness, internal pressure. Burnout is not weakness, it is a cumulative stress without structured recovery. Moral conflict arises when leaders must act within operational constraints that challenge personal values. The tension, if unresolved, leads to internal fragmentation. Leadership stress is not just operational, it is existential. So, starting with solution-focused therapy. The core principle for solution-focused therapy is focus on what is working, not just what is broken. This was originally developed by Steve DeShazer and Insoo Kim Berg. Solution-focused therapy shifts attention towards strengths, exceptions, and forward movement. So, the application. The exception question, instead of why am I so burnt out, ask when is leadership slightly easier? What's different then? Identify specific contexts, specific team dynamics, specific behaviors you demonstrate. This isolates what works under stress. The miracle question, operational adaptation. If tomorrow you woke up and leadership stress was manageable, what would you notice first? What would your team notice? What behavior would change? This clarifies behavioral targets, not abstract hope. Scaling questions. On a scale of 1 to 10, where is your burnout today? What makes it a 4 instead of a 2? What would move it to a 5? This reinforces progress and incremental control. Leadership resilience is built in small, measurable gains. Executive coaching model. Military leadership or civilian leadership they can be high stakes environments. Executive coaching frameworks provide structure. The GROW model, developed by John Whitmore. What outcome do you want as the leader? What is happening right now? What are 3 different approaches you haven't tried? What will you commit to this week? So, goal. What outcome do you want as a leader? Reality, what is happening right now? Options, what are the 3 different approaches you haven't tried? And what will you commit to this week? This restores agency. So, values clarification. More conflict work. Burnout is often not workload, it is values misalignment. Ask, what kind of leader do I want to be? Where is my behavior aligned? Where is it compromised? You cannot eliminate operational constraints, but you can regain integrity through micro-alignment behaviors. Transparent communication, ethical decision documentation, mentorship conversations, boundary settings where possible. Integrity reduces more injury. Delegation audit. High-performing leaders often under-delegate. List. Tasks only you can do. Tasks others can do with guidance. Tasks others can do on their own. Burnout decreases when cognitive load is redistributed. Stress inoculation training for the outgoing resilience, developed by Donald McCampbell. Stress inoculation training prepares individuals for predictable stressors. It operates in 3 phases. Phase 1, conceptualization. Identify your predictable stress triggers, your physiological responses, your cognitive distortions. Example, I must never fail. If I show uncertainty, I lose authority. These beliefs amplify stress. Phase 2, skill acquisition. Leaders practice tactical breathing, 4-4-6 pattern. Cognitive reframing, pre-belief mental rehearsal. Structured decompression routines. Controlled exposure to high stress stimulations. This is not relaxation. This is nervous system conditioning. Phase 3, application under pressure. Applying coping strategies in briefings, after action reviews, high-stake personal decisions. Stress exposure becomes training, not threat. Resilience is built through graduated stress with recovery. Addressing moral conflicts directly. Moral conflict in leadership may include rules of engagement dilemmas, personal discharge decisions, operational orders that conflict with personal beliefs. Avoidance deepens injury. Instead, process events with a confidential peer or behavioral health professional. Write a leadership integrity narrative. What happened? What values were challenged? What choice did you make? What meaning can you construct now? Narrative processing reduces rumination. Protective habits for leaders. High-performing leaders protect sleep as operational readiness, peer connection, structured recovery time, physical training, spiritual or philosophical grounding. Leadership sustainability requires recovery discipline. Burnout is not a failure of character, it is a system issue that requires system-level response. Leadership stress in active duty or in civilian life is real. Burnout and moral conflict are not signs of weakness. They are indicators of responsibility carried for too long without restoration. Using solution-focused therapy techniques, executive coaching frameworks, stress inoculation training, leaders can restore agency, reduce emotional exhaustion, and realign their values. The mission matters, but so does the leader. Because sustainable leadership is strategic strength.